In a time long past, a kingdom named Agasha existed under the rule of a ruthless king, Mahan. His reign was marked by a brutal iron fist, showing no mercy to criminals and leading his army into countless wars. Thousands upon thousands of men met their end at his command, painting a grim picture of the cost of his leadership. Imagine the unforgiving desert, the relentless sun beating down on Mahan and his army. It was here that the king suffered a devastating defeat, losing half his men in the ferocious battle. But the nightmare was far from over. As they journeyed back to Agazia, the remaining soldiers fell victim to the harsh desert conditions. Hunger, thirst, and the unbearable heat claimed their lives, leaving Mahan alone and on the brink of death. For 3 days the king wandered the desert, parched and alone. On the third day, he collapsed, unconscious and at the mercy of the elements. As fate would have it, a monk happened upon the fallen king and offered him water. Driven by thirst, Mahan accepted the alms, unknowingly setting into motion a series of events that would change his life forever. When news reached the king's advisors that he had accepted alms from a monk, they were outraged. Such an act was viewed as dishonorable, and they ordered the king to abdicate. Stricken by guilt, Mahan complied, passing the throne to his son and leaving his kingdom behind. Yet, the peace was short-lived. Word reached Mahan that his son had been killed, and not by a foreign enemy, but by his own brother. Now this brother sat on the throne of Agazia, ruling with the same brutality and cruelty that Mahan once did. Injustice was the order of the day, and the people of Agazia suffered under his rule. Meanwhile, Mahan, now a monk named Vikram, was consumed by grief for his lost son and the state of his former kingdom. The pain of his son's death, coupled with the cruelty of his brother's reign, stoked a fire within him. He made the decision to challenge his brother to fight against the tyranny and bring justice back to Agazia. And so, he named this war, the Final Decision, a battle not just for a throne but for the soul of a kingdom.